Hey, Bodega, we got a lot going on. Okay, and I don't know how we're going to survive this. Oh boy, and we are back to finish up our playthrough of ISS Vanguard. This is part of the Road to Retaliation series. So what I'm doing is I'm making a video on each Awakened Realms game on our way up to the crowdfunding for Retaliation. Now, to be straight up, I'm not planning on backing it. I'm not encouraging you to. I'm looking forward to it coming to retail. If you want to back it, totally cool. That's not the point of this. I just enjoy these games. I want to share a video on each for you. So we're on ISS Vanguard. We are well into the playthrough. I will link the previous video right here if you missed that last playthrough. I'm also trying to teach as I go along. You still will need the tutorial to learn how to play the game, but hopefully this can help clear up some things. Where last we left our heroes on the planet's surface, we have a windstorm going around on the surface of Brimstone, codename 81 INFB, and we are just trying to get to Sector 7 to investigate and find some information that's going to help us progress in our research and understanding why on earth we are inside this gigantic manufactured black orb that is as big as a solar system and what this planet has to do with it. I'm in trouble. I'm running out of dice because I keep getting hit by the windstorm. So my recon, Natalia, she only has 3 dice left, period. They're all exhausted. I've got Chojae Young in engineering. She's got 4 dice, but she has 2 injuries, 4 injuries, and you're out. We're in trouble. I don't know if I'm going to make it through this. Stick with me. Let's see what happens. Quick break here. I want to show you something that my local game store, Cape Fear Games, made for you. So check this out. All right, so they actually made a tag on their store of board games for one. I put the link in the description below. So all you have to do is click that link. You can just go to capefeargamesilm.com, but just click the link. And it is tagged for this Awakened Realms series. So you can see everything that you can get online through their store. And if you use my code BoardGamesForOne when you check out, it's free shipping in the continental United States and 10% off. But you can see, like, you've got the Etherfields core box, you've got the hard to find expansions. I don't even know what Armada Strigoi is, so I'm going to have to look at that. You've got all these expansions. Most important thing, you've got the card sleeves that fit the Awakened Realms games, all of your different options there. You've got ISS Vanguard and the expansions. Lords of Ragnarok, the core box just came out. You've got the stretch goals. You've got some of the Nemesis expansions, or if you like the miniatures, the deluxifying stuff, playmats, things like that, Tainted Grail. I just thought this was super cool for them to put together. You've got the Great Wall, the miniatures version, stretch goals, not to push you to pick any of it up. But if you've been looking for any of that, this is a way to get it at a very good deal, and it supports this channel too. So check it out. All right, we're going to start out recon. It's going to be Natalia. So 2 actions. Action 1, I need to rest. So we're going to use 1 supply, and we are going to refresh all 3 dice. There we go. Got a muscle there, and I get to draw 1 card. Let's compare it to what I have in hand. During a dice check, reroll 1 or reroll 1 blue. This stroke of inspiration, I don't think is going to be as useful. Actually, that's the more useful. So we're going to discard. All right, we've got those. Action 2, I want to use the jetpack. The jetpack lets me spend 1 red die, exhaust 1 red die, to move to another sector, ignoring the travel action, which actually, because we're in good conditions, it makes no difference. I can use the travel action. It's the same exact thing. I could roll a danger die instead, and maybe either way I get to move. You know what? Let's risk it. Let's risk it and see what happens. Let's roll the danger die. Of course. Oh my goodness. Really? What are the chances? Gravy Davis. Exhaust a dice. That's alright. We can deal with that. I'm going to exhaust a blue, and Natalia is going to move. We're going to go to log 6. Let's go to the app. And before we go to the app, I'm sorry, in my previous video earlier in this playthrough, I got very frustrated with the dice. It was getting late at night. I don't know how you feel about dice rolling. I'm discovering, I don't know how I feel about dice rolling in games. I understand there's mitigation. I get much more frustrated with dice games than I do hand management or deck building games, I'm finding. I definitely have a preference, so please keep that in mind as you're watching me play this. If you see me get really irritated, I'm going to try to have a good attitude about it. Don't let that color your view of the game. Look at the mechanics, decide if you like it. I just get frustrated with dice sometimes. All right, log 6.
This is the away team. We're about to enter the fissures on the largest active volcano in the area. We're detecting abnormal seismic patterns. There are also layers of magnetic compounds scattered all over the mountainside. Expect radio interruptions.
Copy that, away team. If you don't make contact in an hour, we're sending in a rescue team.
Say again, Team 1. We're losing your signal.
We're inside the mountain. We found of the seismic disturbance. It is some sort of mechanism stuck in the large magma reservoir. It's...
Exercise caution, Team 1. We don't know if...
moving towards us! We're...
Hey, Bodega, we got a lot going on. Okay, and I don't know how we're going to survive this. Okay. All right. First of all, one thing at a time. Oh my goodness. Point of interest 001. Let's do it. Thank goodness. Okay. Point of interest. Oh, that's 000. No, I need 001. Oh dear. That's different than I thought. Hey, it's still nothing important. Cool. There's nothing worth mentioning here for now. So does that mean I completed this mission? When you fulfill, discard this, fully explore at least one sector with the wing thingy. Cool, I did it. So I'm going to discard this, put it to the side somewhere, whatever. And I get a success token. I'll take it. I will take anything I can get because I'm doing awful. Okay, now I gotta find the irrigator behemoth, which I get from my little black tray here. There we go. Irrigator behemoth, where you at? Look at all these converted irrigator behemoth. I don't know about that. But may as well let you see these. Oh, we got all kinds of threats in here. Oh dear. Hunters become prey. Furious pilgrim. That's interesting. Irrigators. Reference cards, don't really care. Waygates, where are you? And I have to get the Irrigator Behemoth Mini. I think it's this right here. There we go. You can get a good look at it before I stand it upright, and you can never see it again. Oh my goodness. And this is a threat, so congratulations, you get to go right there. And I'm going to put my injuries over here. We don't really need to see them. There we go. Gravy My Davis, place this side down. All right, let's read this nonsense. An eye of void atop biomechanical carapace. Defeat it by rolling dice. If I roll a computer or an accident, then I go to the bad, I advance the bad track. If I roll muscles or shields, I don't have any shields, or a red, blue, and blue, I advance the success track. And then I get to go to log 40. I only advance it one time for each of those successful advances. Wow. Oh boy. I would need to use 4 special actions to defeat it. I'm not going to be able to defeat it. Travel. If there is no crew member in the sector with Irrigator Behemoth, move Irrigator Behemoth 2 sectors toward the nearest crew member. Ugh! Are you kidding me? Attack. Each crew member in the sector with Irrigator Behemoth has to exhaust 1 dice. If there is none, travel and apply the red condition. Oh dear. Eradication beam. That's the red condition. Each crew member in the sector with Irrigator Behemoth sacrifices a dice, so I lose it, and gains a wounded injury. Man. Okay, and we know what he's going to do because of the time track advancement. So travel attack is the first one. travel, attack, attack, and reset this track. Man. Okay, that's bad. So I've got a windstorm, I've got an irrigator behemoth. I don't know what on earth to do with. Irrigator behemoth himself is here in this sector. Crazy pants. We need global conditions, G04. Let's do it. Let's replace it. And when this time track runs out, I will die. So we've got an erupting volcano going on at the same time. Are you kidding me? The area is unstable. We must evacuate. No kidding. So in order to travel, if I roll an accident, then I have to roll a danger die. When I travel, if I successfully roll any dice, I get to move to a connected sector. That's not too bad, honestly. That's not too bad. Now I have to reveal a mission. Mission M34. Oh boy, let's do this. All right, mission M34. Escape the planet. Eruption imminent. Please evacuate. Good, just let me get out of here. Objective, leave the planet before the super volcano erupts. Thank you. I thought they were going to have me fight this behemoth, and I need to come back here later with a stronger crew, because I can't fight this thing. Completion, discard this mission when you leave the planet. Awesome. We're going to run. We're going to run for our lives to get back to the lander. Thank goodness that this might actually be possible. All right, I've used one action. I get another action, and I have to pay attention to the dust storm, but it's going to be going down. I believe if I activate it, it's going to be going down one to rich deposits, so I might be okay. I can only travel one direction, so I'm going to travel, and I'm going to roll the danger die just to do it, because I might be able. Oh wait, no, that's not how this works anymore. I forgot. I have to roll a dice because we have a new global condition. So instead, I'm going to. Oh no, I'm going to use a jetpack. That's what it is. I'm going to exhaust my red, use my jetpack to go down. I have traveled, and that is the end of her turn. Oh, run for your life, kid. Run for your life. Okay. We're stuck because we have a biome that matches. Sacrifice a die or progress all time tracks by one. I cannot sacrifice a die. What I can do is gain an exhausted injury or advance the time tracks. I would rather gain an exhausted injury at this point. So I'm going to put this here, and let's get an exhausted injury out of our deck. Let me actually see what it is. Whoa, that's bad. No, I don't think I want that. Then if I roll this injury, I have to sacrifice a die, which I can't because she only has 3. Once you're down to 3, you just have to take an exhausted injury instead. Remember, 4 injuries and you're out. If I roll a mental injury, then I apply the red effect, which says if the dice check has no track, the red track if available. I don't fully understand that. If the dice check has no track. I don't understand what's going on there. I would have to look deeper into that. You know what? Oh! Man, do I want to gain that exhausted injury. And I don't think I do. I think we're going to... Oh no, because he's going to travel. I'm going to take it, because I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of dice rolling. So, exhausted injury it is. I'm going to take it. Sorry for seeing my balding head go under the phone there. Okay, exhausted. Where you at? I don't like it. I'm going to have to figure out what on earth that mental thing means. I don't get it. All right. Cho Jae-young. Guess what we're going to be doing? Moving. Guess what? We cannot go back to the cave system. That's a one-way. So we have to go back the long way. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to move twice, which lets me just... Fortunately, it's not a travel action. It's just sacrifice a dice. Thank goodness. So run for your life, dear friend. Run for your life. She has no cards in hand, but this is not the time to be sitting still. It is not. So here we go. Let's exhaust a blue dice, and let's move. There's no log to activate here. It's fully explored. I'm not really sure what to do there. Let's exhaust another dice. Let's do a green, and we're going to move here, and that is my 2 actions. Let's turn over an event card. Oh, I just want to get to my ship. Come on. All right, do I have a matching biome icon? I do. Malfunction. Lose 1 supply or roll the danger dice. At this point, I'm going to lose supply, so we're down to 4 supplies now. But, I mean, we're just running for our life, so that's fine. Better than rolling the danger dice, I think. Earlier, I would say no. It would be better to roll the danger dice, but not right now. Not right now. All right, good. That was the event. That was not that bad, actually. So, next turn. I am really scared for Natalia Torres, so she's going to go first. She does have 2 cards in hand, and she has the jetpack, but she has no red dice to use. So she's going to travel. We're going to exhaust the dice and travel. Let's see, this is Sector 5, that's Sector 4. If I roll an event, if I have to advance the time track, then the dust storm is going to move to the higher number, so it's going to move down here, not over there. So she's safe. Good. So that's 1. Now for the next, I don't have a way to move, so she has to rest. So I'm going to use supplies. We're down to 3 supplies. We get our 3 dice back and draw a card to add to my hand. Alrighty. And I forgot to put an injury dice in here, so I'm going to put an injury dice right there for Natalia. Alright. What did I draw? Safe path. Reroll 1 danger die rolled by any crew member in your sector. That's nice. Or I can reroll die. I would rather, you know what, this has a good special ability. Move 1 crew member from your sector to a connected sector, ignoring the path icons. Immediately go to the spend dice step of this dice check. It does require a dice check, and we get to ignore any path icons like that. That could be useful. I'm not 100% sure that it's going to be useful at this point, though. I think we're going to stick with the rerolls. So we're going to discard that. There we go. And I forgot to flip that over. Okay. So now that is her second action, end of her turn. Let's draw an event card. Do we have a matching biome icon? We don't. So, progress all time tracks by 1. Let's do it. Let's start with the global condition. So the volcano is 1 step closer to erupting. All right, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Now let's go to the storm, the dust storm. It's a gale. I'll pull it up here. We're at a gale, which there's nobody there, so that's good. Counter spin, so it's going to go to the next highest sector, which is going to be 6. Thank goodness. It's going far away from me, so we're not going to be touched. Then another gale, and then we reset this track. So we go all the way back to here. Boom. And we are at counter spin. Here's what I don't understand. When I see reset the track, I think reset it to the very first space. And according to the rules, you apply whatever's on that very first space as soon as it gets there. Well, that would mean applying twice. I don't know another way, so I'm going to say that's what it is. Okay. I have not been doing that. I've just been resetting it. So let me know if you understand that differently. I should start applying it. Counterspin. Move it to the lowest numbered connected sector. So it's going to go right back over there. Boom. Okay. Oh, that could be bad because next, if the time track advances, then it's going to be a clockwise spin. It's going to move to the highest numbered connected sector, which fortunately is this one. Actually, we're okay. I think the dust storm is trapped over on this side. All right, now let's do the travel action, which means if there is no crew member in the sector with the irrigator behemoth, move it 2 sectors toward the nearest crew member. 1 and 2. Oh boy, okay. That's not good, but fortunately there's no attack. But there's going to be an attack if an event card for Cho Jae-young advances, then the behemoth is going to attack. Natalia Torres, and I don't have a way to help her. I'm also going to advance the mining probe. I got a lot of time tracks to keep track of here. All right, Natalia, do me good. Do me good, Natalia. Do me some good. We're going to move. She has to take the travel action, and she only has one dice to roll. So I think that I should rest. I mean, I'm going to be using all my supplies, but come on, what else am I going to do? What else am I going to do? I could save my rests, however. I could save my rests and I could just draw a card. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw a card, and I have this zip line. Does that mean I can move to it? If you are in a lander sector. So moving to and from the lander sector with the zipline token is free, but this counts as an action. Awesome. So since I have the zipline, I'm moving to it. That's great. It counts as an action, but I get to move and I get to skip the travel action. So this is just safe. And now I'm going to draw a card by doing my progress, right? What is that called? Prepare. I'm going to do a prepare, or I can mine the deposit. Hey, I've got a mining icon, but that would mean taking an injury. No, I'm just going to prepare. So I have a card. Anytime, return one discarded lead token with a value of 1 to the lead bag. That would be nice, because it is a bag builder. So like once something is out like this one, it doesn't go back in the bag until the next mission. Whereas these ones with the recycle, the zeros, do go back in the bag. If it's a 0 with no recycle, if there's no recycle, it doesn't go back in the bag. Alrighty, redeployment. Place one mission equipment token already on the planet board in your sector. So I could move this if I rolled a wrench. It doesn't really do me any good. That's okay. That's 2 actions. I hate to do it. Let's draw this event card and really hope that the biome... Oh, no. This is bad. The biome icon does not match. If no icons match, discard and progress all time tracks by 1. All right, global condition. Boom. Nothing happens. Mining probe. Boom. Nothing happens. I'm saving the aggregator behemoth for last because something bad's going to happen. Let's do the gale. It's going to do a clockwise spin to the highest number. Good, so it's up there. And then it's going to do a gale. Nothing's going to happen. There's no people there. The aggregator behemoth, however, is going to attack, and then reset the track. That is really bad. I kind of think resetting the track should send it off. I'm going to have to check the rulebook again on this because the 2 actions in a row just seems like overkill to me. Let me check this. Okay, there it is. There it is. Remove the time token from the track. So I messed up on those past ones. When I reset, I was moving it to the first. When you reset, you simply remove it, and you don't put it back on until the next time. So if we were to go back and correct that, then this gale would actually be 1 step backward. It's not affecting anything, so we're just going to continue as is. However, that doesn't really change anything for what's happening here. That may have adjusted, either made it better or worse for some dice as far as the gale earlier, so sorry about that. At least we've corrected it now. All right. Attack. What does he do when he attacks? Something bad. When he attacks, each crew member in the sector with the irrigator behemoth is going to exhaust 1 dice. Well, that's not that bad. Okay, I can live with that. So let's get rid of a blue. Now he's going to attack again. Oh boy, that's not awesome. Let's see. Yeah, attack. So let's do another, and then reset this track. Well, that wasn't that bad. Thank goodness that I had what I needed. Okay, so we're going to put that there, and this is currently off. We're going to survive. We're going to actually make it off the planet. Glad to know that. Okay, I may not have completed as many side missions as I wanted, so we're going to have to come back to this planet with a better team, maybe a bigger team. Maybe I'll bring down 3 or 4 actually so that we can stand a better chance. All right. Let's start with Natalia because really Cho Jae-young is all set. Let's go ahead and exhaust 1 dice in order to move 1 space. And now I'm in trouble. No, I'm not. Thank goodness, because I have the zip line. I'm going to take 1 action to use the zip line for free, but it counts as my action. So let's go to an event card. Now, if he moves, if he travels, boom, boom, he's still going to attack both of us, and now I'm in trouble. So he could still actually wipe us out. All right, this is getting a little intense. Does a biome icon match? It doesn't. Oh, progress all time tracks by 1. Okay. Time track, there we go. The volcano is about to erupt, right? So I've got 2 more, and this place explodes. That's not good. Let's advance the mining probe. Cool. Gain 2 mineral leads, and then reset this track. So to reset just means remove the time token off of there. Again, earlier I got that wrong, but I'm glad we've corrected it now. Let's get 2 mineral leads. What did we get? Give me something good. Yes, that's 2. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3. That is fantastic. Mr. Irrigator Behemoth is too big. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I remove these, and they're just off to the side. And I remove this. These 2 go back in the bag. Boom and boom. And now I get to flip over a mineral discovery. This gets to go into my lander, my Void Ranger. I'm going to flip it over here. Let's see, it's an ultra rare mineral, an incandescent gemstone. Beautiful. When you gain this discovery, you may flip an incomplete rank up card to the completed side. Thank you, Josephine. I love it. So we flip up this rank up. So rank up, if it's a rank 1 character, I can spend 3 success tokens to rank up a character. If they're a rank 2, which they're not, I'd have to spend 6. I'll take it. That is pretty awesome. So there we go. It's a little intense, but this little away team of 2 is actually doing all right for being complete rank 1 rookies. All right, now we're going to move the Dust Storm. It's going to be a clockwise spin, which means the highest numbered connected sector, that's going to be 5 right there. And then we're going to go to and it's going to do a gale. There's nobody there, so nobody got hurt even though there was a gale. And now we place our time track on. So we're going to travel, which isn't great because that means 1 and 2. What do you know? And now it's going to attack. So we each have to exhaust 1 dice. Each crew member in the sector exhausts 1 dice. Boom. There we go. How about Natalia? She doesn't have any dice. So if there is none, travel and apply the... Oh, got it. Okay, so if he traveled 2 spaces and there was still no crew member, he would travel again and advance the red track, which eventually ends in an eradication beam, which looks pretty bad. So that's not applied. Instead, since I have no dice, I need to exhaust to refresh them, and I cannot exhaust a dice, so I have to take another exhausted injury. So that's a 2nd injury. Oh boy. And I have to add a dice for that. So that's 2 injuries for each of these. I've got 2 exhausted injuries over here and 2 wounded injuries on Cho Jae-young. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm enjoying this. I know it's kind of stressful, but I'm enjoying this stress of the volcano is about to blow and this irrigator behemoth is chasing us down. I've got a windstorm over here, and this is the first real mission that is not a training mission. So that's pretty intense. This poor away team is getting the pants scared off of them if they survive, and I think we can survive. But anyway, there we go. So because I took that, I add an injury dice, and we'll put it on blue, and we're going to get my 3 dice back, thank goodness. And that ends... Wow. Whew. That ends that. So now we're to Cho Jae-young, and guess what we're going to do? We are going to lift off, because that is what we need to do. Objective, leave the planet before the supervolcano erupts. So let's go to liftoff. Now, if either character had received a 4th injury, we would have to do an emergency evac, and we would go to that log. Fortunately, we didn't have to do that, so let's go to log 440. Let's get back to the ISS Vanguard.
Captain's log, entry D215.
I won't lie. That ancient war machine buried deep under the surface of the planet caught us by surprise. From now on, we need to expect more surprises like this one. The technology was unmistakably identical to the defense emplacements built around the Eye of the Void. Whatever the builder's plan was, this young race does its best to make sure no one can follow up on it. Who knows how powerful they are and how many systems they control? Having such a warlike species in our part of the galaxy fills me with unease. Just like the fact that each piece of their technology we found so far seemed millennia old. If they could build things like that ages ago, who knows how powerful they are now? The codename our science team has for them is the Irrigators. An apt name, considering they seem to be hell-bent on claiming every world for themselves. Let us hope they haven't already claimed half of the galaxy.
All right, y'all. It's liftoff, and we are going back to the ISS Vanguard. That takes us to the end of this video. Don't worry. The next video is going to find us on the Vanguard, and we are going to go through the shipbook phase to help heal our crew, get new crew members, do all kinds of management so that we're stronger for our next mission. We've learned a lot. Thank you so much for being part of my crew for this video. I love you all. I'll see you next time.